Hi, this is another edition of the Stuart Doll Show, starring myself, Stuart Doll. I'm coming to you live from my man cave right here at my house, right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Right now, Winnipeg is currently under a heat warning, and right now, as it stands, it is 31 degrees with the humidex at 40, and it's not gonna cool down even a little bit. The nighttime low is supposed to be 20 degrees tonight, but then it being hot again tomorrow with a high of 31 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud and clearing near noon. So it looks like we're going to be expecting some hot temperatures again. Let's just get right into my show. Tonight, in about, I believe, about an hour, at 6 p.m. on TSN, the Saskatchewan Roughriders take on the Hamilton Tiger Cats to try to end this four-game losing streak that they've been going on since the start of the season and since Gary Durant went down with a season-ending injury. Here are, I think, some of the keys to the game for, I think, the Saskatchewan Roughriders for tonight against the Hamilton Tiger Cats. Number one, they have to play good. They have to play good on special teams, which means on like punt return and kickoff return. Whoever the returners are, their most important job is to catch the football in the air and run as fast as they can to give Kevin Glenn and the Saskatchewan Roughriders offense good field position. And that's number one. I think a number one key to the Riders potentially winning today. Number two, I think, in my opinion, first the Rider Kevin Glenn and the Riders offense first they need to establish that running game first, and that means handing off the ball to the two-headed monster of Jerome Messon, who has the size of power and speed, and also handing off to Anthony Allen, who has the speed, I think, speed and power. Now, with that combination, I think the Saskatchewan Roughriders offense can get their first establish their running game by giving the ball to Jerome Messon and Anthony Allen, because and that. But then also the key to the Riders' offense today is their offensive line has to very most importantly protect Kevin Glenn. As long as they protect Kevin Glenn can throw those as they can start throwing the ball and that to get the Saskatchewan Roughriders passing game going by throwing the ball to some of his good receivers like Chris Getzlaff, Weston Dressler, those guys, and that. But first, I think the Saskatchewan Roughriders have to establish that running game first by, like I said, handing the ball off to Jerome Messon, who has the size of power and speed too, and also hand off the ball to Anthony Allen, who has, I think, speed and power and the ability to just run through a big hole and that. But the key I think to the Riders' running game today is the offensive line has to give a big enough hole for either Jerome Messon or Anthony Allen. What I mean by that, sometimes usually if the rider, if whoever it might be, Jerome Messon or Anthony Allen, Uh, the Saskatchewan Roughriders offensive line has to give either a big enough hole, which means some of them would have to take somebody on one, or a couple offensive linemen would take somebody one, and a couple guys would double team and that. And I think that's going to be a crucial part to the Saskatchewan Roughriders running game today. Is the offensive line, the Saskatchewan Roughriders offensive line making their blocks and getting up to that second level, and that's what I think needs to be done in order for the Rough Riders to be successful in their running game today. And then that leads into their passing game, where Kevin Glenn will just start passing the ball to guys like Chris Geslav, Weston Dressler, those guys. And that's so hope. And then I think another key to the game is the Saskatchewan Roughriders being good on defense, and that. I think the key to the Saskatchewan Roughriders getting pressure on the Hamilton Tigers offense and their quarterback is the Saskatchewan Roughriders, especially like in the front seven, whether it be they need to get pressure on the quarterback, whether it be from their two interior linemen or one of their defensive linemen or their linebacking core. As long as they get pressure, as long as the Saskatchewan Roughriders defense gets pressure on the Hamilton Tiger offense, the Saskatchewan Roughriders will do fine. So yeah, again, these are the three keys to the Saskatchewan Roughriders, I think, potentially winning today. Again, the first win of the season. Number one, they have to play well on special teams. Number two, they have to play well on offense. First, they have to establish their running game, and then that'll lead into their passing game. And then the third key to the game is the Saskatchewan Roughriders have to play well on defense. That means they have to get pressure on the quarterback somehow from their front seven, especially from their main guy, John Chick. Here's a thing with John Chick. If you're an opposing offensive lineman and you're on the other side of the ball from John Chick, you have to block him as well as you can. Because if you leave him untouched, he's just gonna go around and just bam and just give your quarterback a nice big old licking and a hard hit, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it just like the Saskatchewan Roughriders, like they have a wealth of talent. Like I said, they got they got Darian Durant's backup, Kevin Glenn, who's been in the CFL for 15 years, and then you've got guys like Jerome Messon, Anthony Allen, Chris Geslav, Weston Dressler, John Chick, Brendan Labatt. Like, you got guys like that. I think the Saskatchewan Roughriders have a good core of players. They just got to come together to somehow pull their first win of the season out of the bag. And I think Corey Chamberlain is getting kind of a little sick and tired of this losing streak that the Saskatchewan Roughriders have been on. But hopefully, like I said, the Saskatchewan Roughriders can get their first win of the season tonight, and then I don't know how much time they have off between this game and their game Friday, but then the Saskatchewan Roughriders play again on Friday night against the Edmonton Eskimos at 8 p.m. on TSN, and hopefully they can get a second win of the season. And again, the key to three keys to that game for the Saskatchewan Roughriders. They have to play well on special teams, whoever's the returner on kickoff or punt return. They got to give Kevin Glenn and the Riders offense good field position. And then number two, the Rough Riders have to first establish the run game by handing off the ball to Jerome Messon, who has the size and the power and the speed all put into one. And then they have to hand the ball off to Anthony Allen, who has speed in that. And if they give Anthony Allen a big enough hole, then Anthony Allen gone, touchdown. And then the Riders, last but not least, have to play well on defense, which means they have to get pressure on whether it be Matt Nichols or Franklin, whoever might be the starting quarterback for Edmonton this Friday. The Saskatchewan Roughriders on defense have to get pressure on either Matt Nichols or Franklin, whoever might be the starting quarterback for Edmonton on Friday against the Saskatchewan Roughriders. I think the Roughriders have a very good defensive unit. They got, like I said, they got guys like John Chick, they have Tyron Brackenridge, I think the Roughriders have a good, solid defensive core and a good, solid offensive core. And if you put all that into one, the Saskatchewan Roughriders can be successful in that. And it's rather unfortunate that Darian Durant, first game of the season, he gets back, he's getting his groove, and next thing you know, he's being carted off on a cart, and unfortunately he's now done for the season because of a ruptured Achilles tendon. And it's rather unfortunate for him because last season he had missed the last 8 games of the season for the Roughriders, and oh well, stuff like it happens. Sometimes that sort of injury is not always avoidable in football, because football is a hard-nosed, in-your-face type of sport. That there's a lot of hard hitting, there's a lot of injuries. Sometimes they can be serious injuries, like ACL injuries, or injuries to your elbow or your shoulders or your arms or whatever. It's just a hazard of playing football. Next thing you know, you could be done for the season. Oh well. What else? This is yeah. So like I said, hopefully the Roughriders can get the first win of the season, trying to get Hamilton, and then carry that momentum against Edmonton on Friday night and get their second win of the season. And what else? This has been another edition of Stuart Dahl Show. I am now signing off for now. I might make another video maybe later on tonight to talk about how the Riders did or how they didn't do. But for now, for young people, stay in school, stay out of trouble, you'll do fine. And I'll be the same. Peace and bye-bye for now.